So now we are studying the electric current through conductors, and we know that current is supplied by a cell, by a source of electricity. So this electromotive force, short form is EMF. It is the one of the important property of a cell. What is meant by EMF? That now we are to see. What is its definition, dimension, what is its role? That we are to see. So first let us see the types of the cell. Types of the cell. So depending upon the classification of cell can be given like this. Please add this part in your notes. What is the principle of working of the cell? Depending upon that, the classification is like this. Principle. One is a electrochemical cell. Second is a photovoltaic cell. Photoelectric cell, like this. This is one method of classification. And second one is depending upon the reaction, whether the reaction taking place inside the cell is reversible or not reversible. There are two types. One, primary cell, and second one is a secondary cell. In chemistry, almost all the cell you have learned, but in physics we are related with the term EMF etc. related with the terminal EMF, terminal potential difference etc. with the cell. So in this electrochemical cell, chemical reactions are taking place inside the cell, and that chemical reaction produces energy, and that energy is used to circulate the electron. So in this case, chemical energy is converted into the electrical energy. In this case, light energy is used. Light energy produces the potential difference. In this case, the incident light energy is converted to supply the electric current, like this. थोडासा फरक आहे याच्यामध्ये. याचा एक्झाम्पल आपण सोलर सेलचा घेऊ शकतो, photovoltaic cell. So when solar radiations are incident, some potential difference is produced across the cell. It is also called as the EMF of the cell. And in this case, the current is supplied. Photoelectric cell. हा आपल्याला नेक्स्ट इयरला सिलेबसमध्ये आहे. हा सोलर सेल पण आहे. इलेक्ट्रोकेमिकल सेल केमिस्ट्रीमध्ये झालेले असतात. सो टू अंडरस्टँड द टर्म इलेक्ट्रोमोटिव्ह फोर्स, this cell is important, electrochemical cell. So we will consider the cell and its circuit arrangement like this. Suppose this is a glass bottle, glass jar. Here a electrolyte solution is used. H2SO4, sulfuric acid, and there are two electrodes. There are two electrodes. One is a zinc electrode and other is a copper electrode. This is say zinc electrode, and this is say copper electrode. Now, if this is a bulb used in the torch bulb. So this bulb is connected here. So when this bulb is connected across this cell, we get light from the filament of this torch bulb. Why? Because there is a flow of current. Now, from where we get the current? The current is supplied by the cell. What is meant by current? Current is the rate of flow of charge. So electrons are supplied from the cell. They are circulating in this bulb and cell, circulating continuous flow, and therefore we get the current. So what is the role? What is the use of the cell? It supplies the electron. So how these electrons are supplied? In this case, the reaction is like this: zinc plus H2SO4. This reaction takes place. So there is a formation of zinc sulfate, ZnSO4, plus 2 hydrogen ions are liberated in the form of a bubble, and there are 2 electrons are liberated. Check the reaction. Zinc is electrically neutral, H2SO4 is initially electrically neutral, so 0 plus 0, the total charge on the left hand side is 0. On the right hand side, this is neutral, this is plus 2, this is minus 2, so total charge is 0. So law of conservation of charge is hold good. Before reaction, after reaction, the total charge remains the 0, 0, like this. So these hydrogen ions are produced, they are in the form of the bubble, and these 2 electrons are liberated. So in this reaction, some chemical energy is liberated, and this energy will supply energy to the electron, and therefore the electron circulate in this direction. So this arrow is the flow of electron flow. So electron flow in this direction, and therefore current flows in this direction. Current I flows in this direction. So chemical energy is converted into the electrical energy for the circulation of electron. So to circulate the electron through the bulb and cell, some energy is required, and that energy is supplied by the cell, and that energy is called as electromotive force. The name of this article is confusing. In the name there is a word force, but actually it is not a force, it is the energy which is responsible to circulate the electron. त्याच्या नावामध्ये जरी फोर्स असला तरी त्याचं युनिट न्यूटन नाही आहे. It is not a force, it is the energy. It is the energy supplied for the circulation of charge. So here, say n electrons are circulating. So by the quantization of charge, we know that n into E is equal to Q. So Q charge is circulating in this direction due to the electron flow, and therefore these Q charges will produce some current. I is equal to dq by dt. So this is the working of this electrochemical cell. Now, when these Q coulomb charges are circulating, this bulb filament has a certain resistance, opposition. So we have to overcome that opposition. So to overcome the opposition, some work is required. For example, suppose these are the two bodies in contact with each other. So at the boundary between the two bodies, there is a friction. So when we move the one body over the another body, due to the frictional force is always opposing force. So to overcome this force, in order to move the body on the another body, we have to overcome the frictional force. And that to overcome frictional force, we have to supply some energy by our hand, by some force is supplied. जोपर्यंत ही फोर्स ऑफ फ्रिक्शन ओव्हरकम होत नाही तोपर्यंत बॉडी मूव्ह होणारच नाही. सो अप्लाइड फोर्स मस्ट बी ग्रेटर दॅन फोर्स ऑफ फ्रिक्शन. सो टू ओव्हरकम फ्रिक्शनल फोर्स इट इज ए सॉर्ट ऑफ लॉस. As until the force of friction is overcome, the body will not move, the body will not slide like this. Same thing is here. So we have to overcome this opposition by the filament of the bulb. So in this circuit actually there are two types of resistances. One is a external resistance R. So R is a external resistance of the filament of a bulb. And there is one more resistance, and that resistance is here. We will denote this resistance by small r. So this small r is a internal resistance of a cell. So in this simple arrangement, circuit arrangement, we are using two devices. One is a torch bulb and other is a cell. So both devices produces opposition to the flow of the electron, produces opposition to the flow of the current. This torch bulb has filament. That filament offers the resistance. It is the external resistance. सेलच्या बाहेर म्हणतात external resistance. And other is this. Now, when the electrons circulate like this, they will move in this direction. So here, this zinc sulfate, it is in the form of powder. So this zinc sulfate is collected inside the glass jar at the bottom. So when electrons circulate, they have to pass through this cell. So inside the cell, there is a powder form of zinc sulfate. There is a electrolyte solution H2SO4. So through this material of the cell, electrolyte and zinc sulfate powder. So when the electron flow through this material, then again there is opposition. The opposition जरा कमी असतं इथल्यापेक्षा. So this opposition by the material of the cell is very small, but it is not zero. So there are two types of opposition to the flow of the electron. One is the opposition outside the cell, therefore it is called as the external resistance. The second one is the inside the cell, therefore it is called as the internal resistance of the cell. So every source of electricity, whatever may be it may be a electrochemical cell, photovoltaic cell, photoelectric cell, etc., etc., primary cell, secondary cell. Every source of electricity, every cell has some internal resistance. It is never zero. Even आपण टॉर्चमध्ये किंवा रेडिओ टेप रेकॉर्डर जे पूर्वीचे बॉक्स असायचे त्याच्यामध्ये आपण सेल टाकतो, ड्राय सेल म्हणतो आपण त्याला. टॉर्चमध्ये पण अजून पण आपण यूज करतो. तर त्या ड्राय सेलला पण इंटरनल रेजिस्टन्स असतो. सो रिमेंबर दिस पॉइंट. एव्हरी सेल, वॉटर मे बी द टाईप, ट्राय सेल, लेड ॲसिड सेल, प्रायमरी सेल, सेकंडरी सेल, फोटोवोल्टाइक सेल, photoelectric cell, every cell has opposition to the flow of the electron, and that is called the internal resistance. It is generally very small. Generally it is less than 5 ohm, but it is never zero. So remember this point. Every source of electricity every source of electricity, that is cell, has non-zero internal resistance. So R is never zero. For ideal cell, R is zero. No cell is ideal, and therefore R is never zero. But for solving some problem, numerical problem, the ideal cell are used theoretically. Practically, it is not possible. So, in some problem, it is given that the internal resistance is negligible. It means that we have to neglect this R. So, in that problem, we will take R is equal to 0 for the internal, for the cell, like this. So, this is the meaning of the source of electricity. Every source of electricity has the ability to circulate the electron. फक्त ह्या इलेक्ट्रॉन सर्क्युलेट करण्यासाठी जी एनर्जी लागते तर ती एनर्जी सप्लाय करण्याची मेथड फक्त वेगवेगळी असू शकते ती आलं लक्षात. सो when we are to learn the term electromotive source, then we have to first see the classification of the cell. So there are two types of method, one depending upon the principle of working. These are the three types: electrochemical cell, photovoltaic cell, photoelectric cell, and depending upon the reaction, whether the reversible or not reversible, these are the two types: primary cell and secondary cell, like this. Here in this arrangement we have used this cell. It is an electrochemical cell. The reaction is taking place. The reaction is given below here. Zinc negative electrode plus H2O for electrolyte solution. Then the reaction is like this: ZnSO4 plus 2 times H plus 2 times electron. So before reaction, the zinc and H2SO4 are electrical neutral. After reaction, again there is a electrical neutrality is maintained. Law of conservation of charge is hold good. So those electrons are supplied by the negative terminal. They flow through the bulb and then return to the cell. They flow through this like this. So this is the flow of the electron like this. So when this electron flow through this closed path, then this bulb, filament of the bulb, it provides some resistance. It is called as a external resistance of the filament of the bulb. And second one is when the electron circulate through this cell like this, the material of the cell, it provides some opposition, but this opposition is inside the cell between positive and negative terminal of the cell, and therefore it is called as a internal resistance. So in every circuit there are two types of resistances. One is the external resistance, other is the internal resistance. हा एक्सटर्नल रेजिस्टन्स जो आहे तो किती पण जादा असू शकतो. तिथे आपण सिरीज पॅरलल कॉम्बिनेशन पण काही वेळेस बघू शकतो. लक्षात, नंबर ऑफ रेजिस्टन्सेस कॅन बी कनेक्टेड इन सिरीज अँड पॅरलल लाईक दिस. सो इन एव्हरी सर्किट ऑफ using cell there is a external resistance and internal resistance like this. So but to give the relation between these three terms, current supplied by the cell, external resistance and internal resistance. By Ohm's law we already know that larger the resistance, smaller is the current. So now let us define the what is meant by electromotive force. So this cell, inside the cell some reactions are taking place, and during this reaction chemical energy is liberated, and that chemical energy is converted into the electrical energy. So this electrical energy is used to circulate the electron, to circulate the charge. If n electrons are circulating, then n into E is equal to Q. This is the total charge circulating through the circuit. So to circulate this charge Q, some energy is required, some work must be done, and that work is done by the cell. So for circulation of charge Q through both the resistances, external resistance and internal resistance, some work is required and that work is done by the cell. म्हणजे सेलचा रोल काय तो आता आपल्याला माहिती आहे मग. सो let W is equal to total work done by the cell to circulate, to supply, to circulate charge Q this charge is given by quantization of charge. Let W is equal to total work by the cell to circulate the charge Q through the closed circuit. So work is done means energy is supplied. So energy is supplied W by the cell for charge Q. Now instead of Q coulomb charge, when Q is equal to plus 1 coulomb, then W is equal to E, and this E is called as the EMF of a cell. And EMF is meaning high. It is the amount of work done, or it is the amount of energy supplied to circulate a charge of plus 1 coulomb, unit of positive charge. So this EMF is equal to, you can give the equation like this. For the circulation of Q charge, W is the work done, therefore for the circulation of plus 1 coulomb charge, the work done is equal to W upon Q, and this is called as the EMF. It has the EMF of formula. So EMF of a cell E is equal to W upon Q. So this is the meaning of electromotive force. It is not a force, its unit is not Newton, but it is the energy supplied to circulate a charge of 1 coulomb. This E is for EMF. This E is not for electric intensity. सिम्बॉल मुळे जंपिंग होऊ शकतो. इलेक्ट्रिक इंटेन्सिटीचा पण सिम्बॉल E आहे, पण फोर्स पर युनिट चार्जची व्हॅल्यू. इट्स युनिट इज न्यूटन पर कुलम and its unit is joule per coulomb. The work done per unit charge, हा फॉर्म्युला आपण इलेक्ट्रोस्टॅटिक मध्ये बघितला. दिस इज कॉल्ड द इलेक्ट्रोस्टॅटिक पोटेन्शियल. इट इज द वर्क डन पर युनिट चार्ज. म्हणजे ईएमएफ आणि पोटेन्शियल ह्या दोघी टर्म कशा आहेत, डायमेन्शनली सेम आहेत. दोघांचे युनिट सारखे देईल, जूल पर कुलम. तर दोघांचं कंपॅरिझन आपण नंतर बघू. तर ते आपल्याला फक्त ही टर्म बघायची. सो ईएमएफ ऑफ अ सेल इज गिवन बाय W upon Q. W is a total work done to circulate the charge Q coulomb, and EMF is also work done but for 1 coulomb only, plus 1 coulomb. So from this equation, now you can give the definition, unit, dimension, etc. We know that once we know the formula, we can do so many points about this cell. So potential and EMF both have the same unit, same dimension. The potential relation आपण नंतर बघू. So now you can give the definition. When Q is equal to plus 1 coulomb, then E is equal to W. So you can give the definition of EMF of a cell. The energy supplied by a cell, whatever is the type of the cell, the energy supplied by a cell to circulate unit positive charge. The energy supplied by the cell or work done by the cell, असं म्हटलं तरी चालेल, work done by a cell to circulate unit positive charge once around the closed circuit. Circuit must be closed. Closed circuit is called EMF of a cell. Is called EMF of a cell. So we know this principle of electricity. If the circuit is not closed, then there is no flow of current. आपण सर्किटमध्ये समजा करंट मोजण्यासाठी एमीटर यूज केला तर एमीटर 0 रीडिंग दाखवेल. So in many circuit we are using the plug key. When the key is open, there is no current. Current flow will stop because circuit becomes open. Circuit is open, no current. Circuit is closed, there is a current. There is a flow of charge. The ammeter will show definitely some reading. Pointer of the ammeter shows some reading. So this is the definition of EMF of a cell. It is the work done or it is the energy supplied by a cell to circulate unit positive charge once. Electrons are circulated again and again like this. So the working of the cell, the role of the cell is similar to our heart. Heart has a pumping action and it is used to circulate the blood through our whole body. Heart supplies the pure blood, it flows through the body through different veins, etc. and then again return to the same thing is here. The cell supplies the electron, energy to the electron, therefore electron circulates and again returns to the cell like this. So this is the simple arrangement that we have seen like this. Now we can give the unit, SI unit. SI unit of EMF is joule per coulomb or it is also called as a volt. So we can give the dimension also. Dimensions of EMF upon voltage dimension is equal to dimensions of work done upon dimensions of charge. So this is equal to work means it is the force multiplied by displacement and charge means current multiplied by time. So force is equal to m raised to 1, L raised to 1, T raised to minus 2. Displacement is equal to m raised to 0, L raised to 1, T raised to 0. Current is ampere raised to 1 and time is T raised to 1. So this m is only here, so m raised to 1. This L1 will become L square, m1 L square, then this is T raised to 0, T raised to 1, so T raised to minus 1 and ampere raised to minus 1. So these are the dimensions of EMF of a cell. M raised to 1, L raised to 2, T raised to minus 3, sorry. This is T raised to minus 1, this is T raised to minus 1. So this power of T will be minus 3. So these are the dimensions of the cell. Now, we have to define one more term associated with the cell and that is called as a TPD, terminal potential difference of a cell. terminal potential difference of a cell. So we are using the same circuit but in some different form. R is the external relation, for R is the internal relation, and this is the path along which the charges are circulating. So to get the relation between the current, external relation, internal relations, etc., EMF, we have to use one more separate circuit. So now we know the term EMF of a cell. This is the formula, this is the definition, this is the unit and dimension. Now let us see this one more term, terminal potential difference of a cell. What is the relationship between them? So we are using the same circuit arrangement. So the circuit diagram is like this. Suppose this is the cell. The symbol for the cell is like this. Positive terminal, copper electrode, zinc electrode. Inside it there is a sulfuric acid as an electrolyte, and it has internal resistance. So that internal resistance can be shown by 2 or 3 methods. It can be shown here, dotted circle, or even it can be shown here, or it can be shown here. In some old book, this type of notation is also used. R is a internal relation between the positive and negative terminal of the cell. Nowadays, generally we are using this type of symbol. Or in some books, in some circuit, the internal relation is also shown like this. फक्त ह्या सिम्बॉलच्या बद्दल E for EMF, R for internal relation लिहायचं असतो. So either we will use this method or this method. Generally these two methods are not used. So in our notes, in our books, we are using this type of symbol. So this is the internal relation. It may be circle by dotted line or may not be. So this is the internal relation, therefore I can show like this. Now across this cell of EMF E, internal relations are, we are using the electric bulb, torch bulb, whose resistance filament has resistance R. So instead of filament, we are using this external relation R. Master circuit, cell, internal relation, external relation of the filament of the torch bulb like this. Internal relation due to the material, ZnSO4, electrolyte solution, etc. like this. Same circuit we are using. So in this case, this positive terminal will supply the charge Q, and therefore there is a flow of current. So this Q charge, say this is point A, this is point B. This Q charge will flow through this circuit and it will return after passing through the internal relations. So either you can show the charge or you can show the current. So current I is supplied by the cell and it flows in this direction. So I is equal to dq by dt means some charges are flowing through the circuit. To circulate the charge, some energy is required for closed path, and therefore you can give the basic equation like this. So this is this combination is called as source of EMF, source of electricity, source of EMF or source of electricity, or you can call it as a cell. And therefore this R is a internal resistance like this. So when the current flows through the resistance, external resistance and internal resistance, there are some potential differences produced across the resistances. By Ohm's law, this V is equal to I into R, current multiplied by resistance, and this internal resistance is denoted by VR, or sometimes it is generated by V. So in our books, in our notes, the symbol VR is used. So I into R. So V is equal to I into R is equal to potential difference across the external resistance R. External resistance R, and this small v or VR is equal to I into small r is equal to internal potential difference across the internal resistance of a cell, and E is equal to EMF of a cell. So we know the definition of this EMF of a cell like this. So when the current flows through the circuit, it means that charges are flowing. So we will assume that when current I flows, then let the charge Q is circulating. Flowing means circulating. The charge Q is circulating through the circuit. So to circulate the charge, some energy is required, and that energy is supplied by the cell. Now we are using this basic principle by the law of conservation of energy. By the law of conservation of energy, total energy supplied or total energy spent by the cell to circulate Q charge. This one energy is supplied. Now this energy is used in overcoming the two resistances. One is the external resistance and other is the internal resistance. So the first part is energy used in overcoming. I will write down in short. In overcoming the external resistance R. And second part is energy used in overcoming the internal resistance R, like this. So by the definition, this is the energy supplied for the circulation of Q charge. Therefore this is equal to Q multiplied by E. This is equal to Q multiplied by V plus Q multiplied by VR. So in electrostatic we have defined the potential. It is the work done per unit positive charge. So work done in overcoming, energy means work done in overcoming is given by, this is given by Q into V. This is given by Q into VR. So this definition of potential from electrostatic and definition of EMF just now we have seen. It is the energy supplied to circulate unit positive charge. But here we are considering that charge Q is circulating. So for 1 coulomb EMF energy is required. For Q coulomb Q into E energy is required. So Q will get cancelled. Q will get cancelled, and therefore the relation between these different terms is like this, and therefore cancelling Q, EMF E is equal to V plus VR. So this is equal to I into R plus I into R. So I common R plus R is a total resistance in the circuit, and therefore current I is equal to EMF in the circuit upon total resistance. So I is equal to E upon R plus R. This equation, both equations are same, and these are known as जनरल ओम्स लॉ. ओम्स जनरलाइजेशन अपन केला, जनरलाइजेशन ऑफ ओम्स लॉ. करंट इज इक्वल टू टोटल ईएमएफ इन द सर्किट अपॉन टोटल रेडिएशन. इक्वेशन आपल्याला खूप वेळा यूज करायचे आहे. सो करंट सप्लाइड इज इक्वल टू टोटल ईएमएफ इन द सर्किट अपॉन टोटल रेडिएशन इन द सर्किट. So when we use the cells in series and parallel, this equation we are going to use so many times. Total EMF in the circuit upon total radiation in the circuit, that is the current supplied by the cell. So cell may be connected in series or may be connected in parallel. So this equation is known as, now in this equation, what is V and what is VR? So VR is the potential difference across the internal resistance. Therefore in short it is also called as the IPD, internal potential difference, and this is the potential difference across external resistance. It is called as a TPD, terminal potential difference. This V is a potential difference between point A and B. A point is connected to the positive terminal, B point is connected to the negative terminal, and therefore this V is a potential difference between A and B. It is the potential difference between positive and negative terminal. Therefore it is also called as the TPD of the cell. So this V has two meanings. V has two meanings like this. So we know the term EMF definition, formula, etc. Now let us see this second term, terminal potential difference of a cell. So this V is equal to I into R is called as terminal potential difference of a cell. So its unit is again volt, joule per coulomb. So this V is equal to W upon Q. So same definition. It is the amount of work done in circulating the unit positive charge. मग EMF आणि potential TPD याच्यात फरक आहे. For EMF, the charge is circulating through external resistance as well as the internal resistance. In this case, it is the work done, or it is the energy spent in overcoming the external resistance only. Internal resistance नाही येणार याच्यामध्ये. आपण जी काही एनर्जी सप्लाय करतो ती इंटरनल रेजिस्टन्स ओव्हरकम करण्यासाठी नाहीये, फक्त एक्सटर्नल रेजिस्टन्स ओव्हरकम करण्यासाठी. म्हणजे हा फरक आहे. ईएमएफच्या डेफिनेशनमध्ये दोघी रेजिस्टन्सेस आपण ओव्हरकम करतो, external resistance as well as internal resistance, but in case of TPD we are overcoming only external resistance and no internal resistance, like this. म्हणजे डेफिनेशन मध्ये थोडासा आपल्याला बदल करावा लागेल. इट इज द एनर्जी स्पेंड बाय द सोर्स ऑफ EMF or cell in circulating the unit positive charge through external resistance only. Definition: the energy supplied or the energy spent by the source of electricity, the source of EMF or cell to circulate unit positive charge, to circulate the unit positive charge. This condition is important. Once through external resistance only in the circuit. Internal resistance नाही घ्यायचं त्याच्यामध्ये. So it is the energy supplied or it is the energy spent by the cell in circulating unit positive charge once through the external resistance R only. So what is the formula for TPD? From this equation we can get the formula. We can use this equation. EMF E is equal to V plus VR. Therefore TPD of a cell V is equal to E minus VR. So E minus VR is given by I into R. This R is a suffix. So this is the formula for the TPD of the cell. This is equation capital E. So this equation is very important equation. We will use for solving the MCQ problem so many times. Now we are going to give the three cases of this equation. Three special cases. Case number 1. When the circuit is open. So circuit is open means there is no flow of current. When the circuit is open, that is I is equal to 0, or when the cell is ideal, that is internal resistance R is equal to 0. दोघांपैकी कुठली पण एक केस घ्या. So when the circuit is open, I is equal to 0, second term vanishes, it will become 0. Or when the cell is ideal, R is equal to 0, second term vanishes. So in both the cases, what is the result? V is equal to E. So TPD is equal to EMF of a cell. This is the case number 1. Very simple case. Second case. When the cell is short circuited, when the cell is delivering current to the circuit, then the current I is positive. मग current जर positive असेल तर ही term negative झाली. And also there is a condition, now the cell is not ideal. So R is not 0, there is current flowing, I is not 0, and the cell is delivering current, so I is equal to 0, like our figure. The cell is delivering the current to the circuit. So in this case, V is less than E. So TPD of the cell is less than EMF when the cell is supplying the current, when the cell is delivering the current. When the cell is delivering the current. And now I will write down here. Case number 4. Sorry, case number 3. Start. When the cell is being charged, आपण सेलला करंट सप्लाय करतो. Cell is delivering current. Current is supplied by the cell. Current is supplied to the cell. That is, current is supplied to a cell. So in this case, I is negative, and therefore, if you substitute in this equation, then E plus minus minus will become plus, and in this case, V is greater than E. So terminal potential difference is greater than EMF of a cell. So remember these three cases. TPD of a cell is equal to EMF when the cell is open circuited, and when there is a flow of current, then either TPD is less than EMF or TPD is more than EMF. तर ही केस काय आहे ते आपल्याला माहिती पाहिजे. आता आपण मोबाईल यूज करतो, तर मोबाईलची बॅटरी डाऊन झाली की आपण ती चार्ज करतो. त्यासाठी आपण ते चार्जरचं सर्किट ॲडॅप्टर आपण सॉकेटमध्ये जातो. सो द अरेंजमेंट इज लाईक दिस. सो दिस इज ए battery in a mobile. This is the positive, this is the negative, and we have to charge this battery. So we are using the charger circuit. So it has positive, negative. So this charger circuit is connected like this. Positive of the charger is connected to the positive of the battery in the mobile. Negative is connected to the negative. So in this case, this battery used in the mobile has EMF E, and this charger circuit has EMF EC. So EC is the EMF of the charger circuit and E is the EMF of the battery in the mobile battery. Mobile battery has EMF E and this charger has EMF EC. आता याचा करंट, चार्जरचा करंट जर याला सप्लाय करायचा असेल तर नेसेसरी कंडिशन काय झाली? Necessary condition. What is necessary condition? If the mobile battery E is of say EMF 10 volt, generally it is 9 volt battery. Then EC, EMF of the charger battery must be greater than 9 volt. So necessary condition is the EMF of the charger circuit must be greater than the EMF of the mobile battery. Then and then this mobile battery will be charged. Otherwise reverse thing will take place. तर ही जर EMF कमी असेल तर ह्या मोबाईल बॅटरी पासून उलट करंट याला सप्लाय केला जाईल आणि उलट मोबाईलची बॅटरी चार्ज होणार नाही, ती कम्प्लिटली डिस्चार्ज होऊन जाईल. So this is the usual circuit that we observe. So in this case, this mobile battery has EMF and it is charged. The cell is being charged. इथे सेलला करंट सप्लाय होतो. Current is supplied to the cell. Current is supplied by the cell. Current is delivering cell means current is supplied by the cell. So by the cell means in this case TPD is always less than EMF, and to the cell means EMF is greater than this TPD is greater than EMF of the cell. So these are the three cases. These are the three cases of this equation. So that equation is very important equation. So we know the definition of EMF. Now we have to see the definition of TPD. So terminal potential difference, it is given by I into R. I is a current flowing through the external resistance R. So it is the work done to circulate the charge Q through the external resistance R, and therefore the definition of TPD is like this. It is the energy supplied or energy spent by the source of EMF or cell to circulate the unit positive charge once through the external circuit like this. So this equation is modified like this. Q cancel केला, E is equal to V plus VR, therefore V is equal to E minus ER. This is the equation for TPD. TPD of a cell is equal to EMF of a cell minus this internal PD. It is called as a IPD and it is given by I multiplied by R. हे सर्व सिरीजमध्ये त्याच्यावर सेम करंट फ्लो होतो. So R is the internal resistance of the cell. So there are three cases, important cases. The first case is very simple. If the circuit is open, then the EMF is equal to TPD of the cell. I is equal to 0, or if the cell is ideal, R is equal to 0. So either I is 0 or R is 0, V is equal to E, TPD is equal to. Now if the cell is supplying the current to the external resistance to the bulb of the filament, then this TPD is always less than EMF. ही केस आपल्याला खूप वेळा लागते. This case, when the cell is delivering the current, when the cell is supplying the current, then I is equal to 0, and in this case the TPD is always less than EMF. जनरली ही केस आपण यूज करत असतो कुठल्याही सर्किटमध्ये. आणि ही स्पेशल केस आपण बघितली इकडे, when the cell is being charged, when the cell is being charged, then the current is supplied to the cell. So this is the mobile battery and this is the charger of the mobile. So this charger circuit will supply the current to the cell only when this EMF, let EMF of the mobile battery is 9 volt, then EMF of the charger circuit must be greater than 9 volt. So in this case, this EC is greater than E, and therefore the current is supplied by the cell and it is given to the mobile battery like this. So this V is a TPD of the cell, and it is this EMF of the battery is less than the TPD of the this cell like this. So these are the three cases. The second case is important that we will use so many times like this. So when cell is delivering the current like this. Now next time we will see when the cells are connected in series and parallel, what will happen. What is the relation for the current supplied by the cell? Okay, we'll